I've been working on just making VR assets from inside of VR games. So I'm making VR games from inside of VR games. And let's see if I can get rid of my lag here. All right, let's try to load up the project from the last video where I sculpted out the bottom half of this elf. All right, it looks like the lag's gone. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this looks like it's going to be a stream. Sweet. Okay, so again, for anybody just joining in, this video series is I'm an aspiring game developer. We can say that safely. I've made a few little mini games, nothing really worth mentioning, just hobbying around, but I figured, you know what, I'm getting better at it. I'm getting so good at it now that I started needing my own assets. And so I was like, you know what? I started learning Blender, started, making 3D models in Blender, and it was going pretty good. I have no complaints about Blender. As a matter of fact, I'd recommend it as a 3D modeling software. But I was like, you know what? Uh, I'm not moving skill-wise as fast as I would like to be. And so I started using Masterpiece VR to create some, along with a couple of other apps to make some 3D game assets. And this is where we're at right now. About 6 videos later, 5 particularly dedicated to this model in Masterpiece VR, going from sketch to hey, some random person, how's it going, man? We've gone from sketch to this model. What I plan to do, this video is not going to be very long. All I have planned to do for right now is to take the wireframe sketch away from the model, clean it up a little bit, and I don't know, see what it looks like from there. And then after that, I believe the next video we're going to be taking this baby. We're going to be exporting it as a .obj and taking it into Blender and picking up this video series over there. Where my skills won't shine as much as some of the other tutorial videos out there, but in the spirit of completeness, it'll all be there. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I've been wanting to make an asymmetrical VR game. One of my favorite asymmetrical games is Evolve. I played it on the Xbox 360. My stream is messing up. I'll have to take a look at that here in a second. So, yeah, anyway, Evolve. One monster versus 4 monster hunters. That's where I want to be at. As far as asymmetrical games, that sounds like a whole lot of fun. Maybe one PC player controlling a VR monster, and oh no, you know what? Even better, because you know what? The numbers are skewed versus PC players. So 4 PC monster hunters versus one VR boss, or one VR monster. So one person plays in VR as a monster, and he plays versus 4 computer players that are trying to hunt him. You know. So I don't know. That was my idea for an asymmetrical game the first time I loaded up. Yeah, and it is getting a little choppy in here. All right, so let's go to the brush. Let's go ahead and grab all of this stuff. You know what? Let me turn on. Oh man, that was some bad lag right there. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to fix this. Experience some technical difficulties. All right. Let's see if that helped. No, not at all. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah, I think I had too many Twitch stuff running in the background. Sorry about that. Hopefully it was just a minor glitch. So yeah, okay. Turn mirror on. Let's move that wireframe out of there. Alright, let's go to scope. Just gonna put it over there for now. Although I wonder if it wouldn't clean this up a bit to just take that out completely. Okay, so now we can start seeing all the flaws now that we got rid of those lines. Yeah, no, this is a bad stream. I can't even control this. All right, let me figure out what's going on, and I will be right back. All right, let's see if that helped at all. Resetting it. It's kind of funny whenever you go to text support. Did you turn it off? Did you turn it on? See, even better, one VR person trying to find foreign monsters, and the monsters are trying to scare the shit out of the VR person. Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's pretty funny. Okay, let's see now. Oh yeah, this is going loads smoother now. Boom. Let's see what happens when I load up the model. It might be just the amount of geometry that's in the model, and that's why I left it in the stream to see if that was the case. Because all right, it looks like. How's it running now? Some random person. It looks a little bit better on my end, but let's see when I start grabbing. It might be the amount of geometry that's being loaded right now. No, it's actually moving pretty smooth. Okay, let me drop that over there. It's a little laggy, but alright. Let's see what we can do here. Now we're starting to see like all the flaws. Now that we can see them, we can clean them up. And I wonder what would happen if let me just try to delete all of that. Let me see what happens if I delete this. I'm sure I'm not touching anything over there. Okay. Cut. Let's see, I wonder if that's gonna help at all. Oh yeah, now that I got some of that geometry out of there, I think yeah, it was just a matter of it was just too much geometry is happening in this model right now. Okay. So let's start fixing some of her problem areas. I feel like that's not enough right there. That needs to, oh, let me get my color sample on. There we go. Maybe make these butt cheeks a little more. That's a big butt. I'm gonna have to shave that down. Baby got back. All right, that'll work. Kind of square it out a little bit. This thigh also too muscular. Bring that back down in a little bit. You know what? And I kind of like the light from over here. A little bit better. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was the problem with the stream was that too much geometry. You know, I don't think I should have smoothed that. No, we'll smooth this though. We'll smooth this. Okay, so her ankle, she's got cankles right now. Let's fix that. Let me start erasing. Just to bring it in a little bit more. And I thought about it, and like this foot really needs to be smooth on the bottom. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to go to shapes, cube, make that real big, and just bring it up. Oops. There we go. Now we flatten that foot out a little bit. Oops, a little bit too much actually. Alright, about right there looks good. That'll work. Just flatten it out a little bit, you know what I mean? So it's got to be perfect at this point. I just want to give that foot a little bit more shape. And I was thinking about it also using the cube to draw some. Because, like, your heel is not really a circle. Your heel kind of has that, like, blockish form to it. Not that much of a blockish form, but definitely a little blockier than what we had. And there's just this foot just not looking really great to me. Like I can see where that's the bone right there, and that would be the pinky toe. This would be the other toe, and you do have that curve right here. So I guess all that Maybe I'm just looking too much into the details. Well, also, I'm not the chat. It's coming to me a little late because I've got it. It's you can't see it here in the video, but I've got it like right here next to my color palette, so I'm only kind of glancing over at it every now and again. Using OpenVR desktop display portal. I've been wanting to get their OVR drop, but I just got back into streaming, so it wasn't available when I was using it before. Now I'm thinking about picking that up. All right, that's not gonna be any good right there to anybody. That's too much of a, it's like a pocket inside of her leg. Smooth that out. Smooth that out. Yeah, that's gonna work. The butt is still a little big, not gonna lie. And she's a little, no, her waist is about proportional, I suppose. She eats right. She has a healthy diet. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Let's see if we can do some work to this face. Let's clean this face up some. If we have to rebuild it, we'll rebuild it. This is the time to do that. Yeah, and that's not going to be good for anybody. So we're going to definitely do some rebuilding here. And now we're going to build that chin out a little bit more. Clean those lines up around the neck. Yeah, that's looking a little bit better. I mean, she's not looking beautiful. She's not going to be winning any beauty pageants anytime soon. But maybe if I bring it out some more. See, I know where I want this. So let me shave that down. And it feels like I'm shaving her. Take some off your chin. It actually does. I think it looks a time. Yeah, it does, other than the fact that she has a boobs. But it's mostly because of this chin. This chin's been giving me a lot of problems, but it's mostly design problems, not really the tool. I'm just not sure how to sculpt this down to look more female. It's really just the high cheekbones. See, the jaw might be too square for female. Let's close that up a little more. Well, and the eyebrows. Yeah, let's get rid of some of this brow here. That's probably not helping her case. Let's carve away a little bit more there. Now we can start smoothing some of this away. There we go. It's looking a little bit better. All right, let me let's see. Oh, come back. Where did you go? There we are. Okay. Yeah, let me, and these lips probably need a lot more work too. Oops. Okay, let's try to work on the lips a little bit. See, I decided I can use the erase with the edge to kind of get in there a little bit. That's like how you dig in there. Yeah, there we go. Because the thing is that there we go. That's a little bit better. Now let me use that etch tool again to kind of work away right here. Yeah, on the front of the face. Etch erase. Yeah, there she is. You know what? Maybe if I added it with the etch tool. Nope. I don't know. I feel like those lips need to come out more. But if nothing else, I'm not gonna get bogged down in the detail. Here we go. Let's see. Let's make sure that elbow needs to come down some. Looks decent right there. Looks decent over here. Armpit looks good. Back muscle looks good. Butt looks good. Legs are still a little cankerous. But I mean, for the most part, you know what? I could add. Yes, I was thinking about adding some eyelids. Let's add some eyelids while we're here. About right there, maybe. We're going to try to erase a little bit into there. No, that didn't work out how I had planned. I'm probably going to add the eyes in Blender. Let me get this nose under control. Actually, the nose doesn't look terrible. These ears look a little gross, but not really sure why. I think it's just the piece of the particles are too small. Oh hey, what's going on, Imagination Studio? Yeah, I'm kind of just cleaning up the model at this point. Let me give you a full look over what we're working with here. You know what? I could do some work to these hands. That's what really needs some help. Yeah, there we go. All right, take it easy, some random person. See you on Steam. All right, here we go. We're gonna work this hand up a little bit because it's not bad, it's not horrible. Could be better. But no, to tell you the truth, I mean, she's gonna be running around. She's gonna be running around swinging some swords. I already have the little cheap swords for her to use already worked up. There we go. Nope, didn't like that. Smooth that over a little bit. There we go, much better. Give her some muscle right there. Yeah, look at the muscle definition in her back. That's like exactly what I was going for, though. Why is that keep popping up? Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely addicted to this. This is all I want to do all day, every day. But my end goal is I'm gonna take this to Blender. I'm gonna add bones, and so basically, like I'm gonna give her, you know, a base bone that controls her waist right here, and then I'm gonna give her a torso bone. I'll give her a neck bone. I'll give her a head bone, and I'll give her shoulder bones that are offset to her chest. You know, bicep bone, forearm bone, hand bone, fingers bones, so on and so forth. And then I want to animate her in Blender, and then send the model, the mesh, the animations, everything. I'm going to send it over to Unity and see if I can't get her running at me into a little game. So these ears look a little crazy, but I imagine, you know what? I imagine that's what elf ears look like. That's what I'm going to go ahead and say. it's hard to smooth out the little artifacts there. I'm probably gonna have to get that in the re-topology. All right, so let me go ahead and let me start painting her up a little bit. If only you could, makeup artists could do that in real life, right? Just grab their victim and just say, hey, get over here, lay down, and make your face real big. Let's add some brushwork. Oh yeah, the thing is Imagination Studio. Um, I realize like I'm not a great streamer. I'm a decent artist. I'm a novice 3D modeler, but the thing is that there was not a whole lot of videos out there on how to like where do you start with this? This is completely new. Like who here can give advice on sculpting in VR? Because the thing is that it's not been around for that long. So we're kind of just we're looking to each other to see, okay, how do you bring from your imagination into not just reality but virtual reality, because we're not bound by the constraints of the physical universe inside of here, which that you have to take that into account when creating art. It definitely makes things a lot more interesting. Oh, sorry for that tangent. I think about this stuff a lot. Like it's very, very cool. Okay, so let's add some blue. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I did want to add some like purple hair. Mm. Okay, so I know what I did the other day, and I know I didn't really like it. So let's start off from there. Too much forehead? I think so. Well, it's all right because we're gonna give her some bangs. Let's give her some bangs right now, as a matter of fact. I didn't like that last line. Oh well, hey, I'm glad. I'm glad that's good. You get to at least get a basis of a reference for comparison. Yeah, that's more or less what I'm doing here. You know, like, because the thing is that it's hard to tutorialize this stuff because, like I said, it's so new. But you could definitely just look at how other people are using it and go from there. It's like it's a little bit too much there. Let me take some of those away. There we go. We want it to like frame her face a little more. As a matter of fact, these ones here on the side should probably frame her face a little bit better as well. There we go. And maybe I should have made her. What color should she be? Maybe she should be like a lighter blue, maybe? I don't know, elves, right? Can make her skin tone. You know what? Let's do skin tone. Let me fix those lips now. Come here, darling. Get back in the light. Mm, okay, let's. Is it not coloring? I don't feel like it's coloring. You know what? I don't think it was coloring. I wonder what it was doing this whole time. There we go. There we go. We're kind of just trying to shape the color of. Because the thing is that her mouth shape is there, but we want to try to emphasize it a little bit with the color. And it looks like, makeup. Joker is doing her makeup job. That chin doesn't look real good. I'm gonna try to fix that. There we go. It's a little bit better on that chin. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all the refinement now. Now that she's like skin color, you can kind of see, where all her muscles are at. And I mean, if you really wanted to take the time, you could open up an anatomy and physiology book and really get down to the nitty-gritty on some of this muscle work. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that makeup off of her. It looks terrible. I'm not a makeup artist. There we go. That's a little bit better. Make her a little bit more fantasy. And I mean, realistically, if we really wanted to, I could paint some other stuff onto her. Oh, that ghost. That ghost is awesome. So is that water. Yeah, hopefully they get some more materials up in here too, because that looks like it's gonna be legit. Alright, so let's just go with basic. Well, we can like paint her what? A little dress. We should probably paint her a top. Ugh. Alright, take it easy, Imagination Studio. Thanks for stopping in. As a matter of fact, I should probably take a break too. I feel like my headset is overheating and getting some gray areas, and I hope it's not affecting my stream. But yeah, there's that. All right. So I mean, let me go ahead and erase all this brushwork and just keep just the model, and we will save that. All right, so the next step, I think from here, as a matter of fact, you know what? Let me try to share this. Can I share anything yet? No, coming soon. It's coming soon, guys. Oh, hey, no, I can. Share an image. Save to my documents. Okay, sweet. Save a GIF. recording. Nice. Now we're gonna save a video. Oh, this is gonna be brutal because we're recording while recording. All right, that'll work. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and export as an OBJ. We're not gonna export the brushes because I don't think we need to. You know what? Let's export it anyways. We're gonna export quads and we'll export colors. Oh, hey, it does have an FBX. Let's export FBX. It also has .stl and .obj. We'll go ahead and click the OBJ. I know for sure works. I don't think I got the .fbx to work. Okay, so there we go. All right, this has been another episode of Making VR Inside Out. I hope you learned something, or I hope you were entertained. I hope you enjoyed watching me model this lady. You know, I had a lot of fun doing it. I think, you know, she's gonna go into Blender very well. I don't think I'm having any problems. And I can re-topologize from there. For an example, like if I just don't like all the detail right here, well, I'll just delete all the vertices and faces here and just rebuild the calf. If I think I can do it better in Blender than I did here, which to be very honest, I think would be very difficult for me at my current skill level. Not even gonna lie. So, you know, I think that this is the best that I could do at my current skill level with any tools available to me as far as sculpting goes. My skill level in Blender would not take me anywhere near here as far as getting, you know, this level of detail sculpted into a model. That wasn't supposed to happen. But yeah, uh, you know, so that's what I'll be working on for the next video. I think the next video will probably take place inside of Blender, or I'll just give you a screen grab of my desktop and we'll import